Hello and welcome back to Rongmar. In today's SPHE lesson, we're taking a look at where our food comes from. Our walt for today is to track where some of our foods come from and to discover how they are linked to the rainforest. I love food. Chocolate to steaks, curry to chipper. I love it all. But as I was munching on my delicious burger, I got thinking, where do all these parts come from? And what do the plants that these veggies like tomatoes and lettuce look like? Pause the video and see how many edible plants you can think of. That's plants that we're able to eat. Pause the video and see how many you can think of in, let's say, 20 seconds. Off you go. Well, you probably came up with a big long list of lots of fruit and veggies. And I'm sure as you were writing down the list, some of you were probably thinking, I could do without having this in the world. Maybe you're not a broccoli fan, or a Brussels sprout fan. Maybe you were asking yourself, why do we even need plants? Why couldn't we just all eat meat like carnivores do? After all, it seems to go pretty well for the lions and big cats out in the savannah. Why couldn't we just do what they do? And we wouldn't need plants at all. What do you think? Do we even need plants? Or are they just nice to have around? Pause the video and write down what you think. Well, even if you hate your veggies, you still need plants to survive. If there were no plants, then there would be no animals. The animals that we eat for meat, like the cows in that beef burger, well, they eat plants to grow, like grass. We are really lucky in this country to have such a wide choice of different food types. What's your favourite food for each of these three categories? Your favourite fruit or vegetable, your favourite unhealthy food, and your favourite snack to have if you're a bit peckish. Pause the video and write down an answer for each category. Take a look at the foods you wrote down. Have you ever wondered where these beautiful and delicious foods come from? How is a chocolate bar made? Where do nuts come from? What do bananas look like when they're growing? A lot of the food that we enjoy so much has to make a very long journey to get in our mouths. Why can't we just grow these foods in Ireland? Pause the video and write down an answer. Well, unfortunately for us, plants are fussy. Different plants need different things to grow. Some need lots of warm, sunny weather, which wouldn't be very common in Ireland. Others need lots of water. That we can do. Others might need cool temperatures. Because not everything can be grown in Ireland, we trade with other countries for foods to be brought here. That's called importing food. Take a look at these foods that we would find in an Irish supermarket. Which of these do you think are grown in Ireland? And which are imported from other countries around the world? Sort them into two groups. Pause the video and sort them. How did you do? A lot of the food that we really like eating can't be grown here because our climate is too cold. Usually grown in Ireland are things like apples, potatoes, and strawberries. Not usually grown in Ireland are grapes, rice, tea, watermelon, nuts, oranges, and chocolate. But wait, what's our food got to do with the rainforest anyway? Well, believe it or not, some of our food originally comes from these rainforest areas of the world. Take a look at the pictures below. Which of these foods do you think originally came from rainforest areas? Pause the video and sort them into two groups, one for rainforest foods and one for non-rainforest foods. Well, you might be surprised to hear that all of them originally came from rainforest areas in some way or form. An amazing 80% of all food we like to eat originally came from rainforest areas of the world. You might be surprised to find that some of the most delicious foods we eat here in little rainy Ireland came originally from rainforests in some tropical area far away. From huge banana plantations in South and Central American countries like Ecuador and Brazil, chocolate growing rainforests in the Ivory Coast and Cameroon in Africa. And of course, who could forget, most important of all rainforest plants, the coffee plant, growing in the rainforests in Colombia, Indonesia, and Brazil, to name just a few. So you see, a lot of our favourite foods that we like to munch and snack on not only don't really belong in Ireland in the first place, but they actually belong back in the rainforest. So our Walt for today was to figure out where some of our food comes from. We had a look at how they are linked to the rainforest as well. You're ready to go off and do a bit more investigating of where your food is from. When you're ready, you can try the practice activities down below. That's all we have time for today. Until next time, take care.